I think that peace means something very active and a daily practice. It's not an end goal. My background is I studied public policy and Middle East studies when I went to graduate school. And the thing that I was really the most interested in was how to create a more peaceful world. I was always very interested in human security, but that line of thinking at the time I was in graduate school, human rights was not connected to conversations about international security, because the conversation was really, insecurity was really focused on the nuclear weapons, or how many missiles do we have, or the protection of territory and natural resources by states. And it really left out these questions of what happens to the civilian population, who protects the civilian population. So as my career progressed and I started to work a lot more with peace movements and social movements and women's movements who are really at the forefront of many social justice initiatives all over the world, they have shown leadership in this area. I started to see women really lead these movements for change in nonviolent ways. They champion human rights-based approaches to security, and they really have a different view about what security means and what a peace agreement should look like. They're very interested in creating a policy architecture that respects the idea of justice and peace as being connected, and that comes from this idea of human rights being central to security. And as I progressed in my work, and as the years have gone on, research by many people, scholarly and policy-wise, has shown now that, in fact, when you include women-led civil society groups in conversations and in negotiations, you get a better result for everyone. The outcome of the agreement, the negotiations, reach an agreement that protects everyone's security, not just women's security. The way that I came to OSF was our co-founder, Cinda Collins-Arsenault, was very interested in creating a program specifically focused on women, peace, and security. I met Cinda through that process. In 2016, I was offered a position at One Earth Future to come on and start the very first Women, Peace, and Security program. I think what makes Our Secure Future unique in the field of women, peace, and security is that even though we support women peace builders, and that is who we are championing, are women in the forward movements of social justice movements, we are not funding women peace builders around the world. What we are doing is actually trying to build the capacity of policymakers in mid to senior level positions in governments. My hope for young women and men is that they also have hope for themselves, for their own lives, and for their future, and the generations that come after that. Because without that kind of vision and conviction in what they're doing, it will be very difficult to achieve such a huge vision and goal of peace in the world. I think achieving peace to me means working on peace in myself first. It means really working on our own individual growth and development.